Okay. Don't judge me. I am in a hotel room right now because Michael and I stayed at VA House last night. Welcome to the first episode of Makeup for Dummies. My hair is kind of a mess. I have to remember to look this way, otherwise I look that way for the camera. And I think today we're just going to do a very kind of start with the basics kind of a look. I want to make it clear this is not, I won't be baking. I don't really contour. This is not like some super professional makeup series. This is more my way of kind of sharing, friends, family, whoever else is interested. Just little tips and tricks for doing your makeup in a way that you can maybe normally do, or if you've seen a look that I have done before that you liked. Just some basic makeup tricks, something I think anybody can do. You don't have to be James Charles to do your makeup well, essentially. So, probably should have gotten my tools out first, but we all know me. Okay. So the first thing I like to do is eyeliner. I personally prefer going in the waterline. So I'll take my eyeliner and apply it here. I think we probably should have had some music going for the background. That's okay. I think the beauty, in my own personal opinion, of doing eyeliner and eyeshadow first is when you go to apply your concealer and other face makeup afterwards, you can kind of clean it up a little bit. So the trick here is just, like I said, just the waterline. I like using eye primer. I got this one in a palette I got from Walmart. It was like $5. So that's one I like to use, but I'm actually not going to use that today. I'm going to kind of show you guys a trick for people who don't have primer. Any concealer will do. I use the Dream Matte Mousse. It's my favorite foundation. It's like $10 at Walmart. As long as you have a color that matches your skin tone, though, it really doesn't matter. But I will, when I don't have primer, apply a thin base of foundation to my eye to kind of help set the makeup. It's not something you have to do. This is something I like to do. I think it helps smoother lines in transition. It helps even it out, and in my opinion, it helps your eye makeup just stay longer, so that you're not smudging throughout the day, worried about that. And like I said, this is like the tip and trick for people who don't have primer, haven't used it before. You can use a little bit of concealer, and it helps create the right base for your makeup. And then I have a variety of brushes, honestly. Just these colorful ones I bought at Walmart. I think they were like $8. But then I've also gotten brushes that I've been gifted from friends and family. BoxyCharm is a really nice way to get if you're interested in trying new makeup. That's actually where my palette comes from today. This one is it's BoxyCharm palette. So just to give an idea, so we're actually going to use this color. You want any light shimmer color. It is going to be your base, essentially. So we're going to come in with that and use that as a highlight for the eyebrow on both sides. just a nice little glow. And then we'll use the one next to it, the non-shimmer base color. And you're gonna want to apply that to the inner corner of your eyelid. Now I know everybody's eye shape is different. If you don't have a natural crease like mine, or you have kind of a hooded lid, I will be asking for friends to volunteer so that I can do their makeup, or have them do theirs along with me to kind of show the different styles appropriate for different eyes. We are going for the natural look. So then I'm going to take, this is kind of more of a shimmer color, but it is a light brown. And I'm going to apply that to the other half of my eyelid and bring it up just a bit and kind of blend it towards that shimmer color that we did for our highlight. And see all right here, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it with the lighting, but I do have brown smudges down here. And like I said, that's why I do my eye makeup first, because then I can clean that up afterwards. So I'm just going to kind of allow that to blend in, kind of take hold, and do the other eye. And we'll just, same thing, you want to try to leave the very outer corner of your eye alone, just because that will allow it makes your eyes look a little bit bigger, and it helps make them look brighter, especially when you're attempting to do a more natural look. Something that just enhances as opposed to pop, and trust me, I'll get to the pop. That's my favorite kind of makeup. Then with a slightly smaller brush, you're going to want to come in to the next color down. It's a little bit of a darker brown. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow our crease, and we're going to darken it. And then we're also going to apply it to the outer corner. And that'll also help create our line for our eyeliner if you want winged eyes. And if you don't, then you can just apply a straight line across the top lid as well. But this will help create a slightly smoky look. Still very, very natural for today. Next week, we'll start with the colors for people who either aren't used to using colors or afraid to use color. There is a trick, very simple, that we'll explore next week. And then I'll also take suggestions if anybody wants to just write in the comments just what kind of color combination they would like to see, or if there's a specific look they want to see. Again, I don't contour, I don't bake, I don't do any of that. So this is not that kind of makeup show. So your next step, mine anyways, is e.l.f. I'm obsessed with e.l.f. They sell it everywhere. 7-Eleven sells e.l.f. and it still lasts very long. So I use my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and I try to angle my mirror down, almost so I'm looking up my nose, but what that does is that forces my eyelids to be mostly closed, but I can still see. And then starting at the inner corner, just a very light touch, feathery, and most, like e.l.f., it'll glide. So you just kind of do a light liquid glide all the way across. And so for people who don't want wings, it'll end up looking like this. If you do want to create a wing, this is just my trick, is I will take the end of my eyebrow here and kind of draw my line towards the end of my eyebrow. And then you take that line and you just connect it to the middle of your eyelid. you can fill it in. And this is, I mean, this is a big wing. So if you want a smaller wing, you just draw your line not quite as far out. It's a little bit harder to, I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit because the way I have the light, it's a little harder to see. But so that's my super dramatic wing, and that's where I'll have my, when I wear lashes, it will come out. I'll wear the lashes that have the corner that comes out that far. And then do the other side as well. And the beauty of, again, beauty of doing all your eye makeup first is if your wing looks slightly messed up or you don't like it that big, your concealer will help you take care of that. I did a slightly smaller wing on this side. Just not, you know, not really looking for anything huge today. And then I'll go back in and I'll thicken up my lines just a little bit to help even them out. So it's already two different looks, but it works. And then for anybody who, my next step would normally be, you can get the most basic. I bought this at Ross or DD's discounts, but it's a translucent face primer. I know not everybody has this. I like to use face primer just because I feel like it, again, helps your makeup stick a little bit better. But it's not necessary. I am going to do a little bit of NYX concealer. You know, these are like, again, $3 at Walmart. Just a little bit under my eyes just because I haven't slept well lately. And just dab it in just a little bit. It just helps brighten that up just enough to really function. God, my hair's such a mess. I left my flat iron at Summer's house when I did her makeup for the wedding, and I haven't really gone back to get it yet. So that's kind of an issue. So now I so my eye makeup for the most part is done. I'm gonna apply my concealer now. Like I said, I use the Dream Matte Mousse and then just a basic sponge. They sell bags of sponges at Dollar Tree, 99-cent store, Walmart, really anywhere. You want to make sure you get as close to your actual skin tone as possible, and then you're gonna come down the neckline, and then here's where you'll clean up if you didn't like how big you made your wing. You can see, just shorten that up a little bit. Come around on the other side. This helps you clean up any eyeshadow dust that might have fallen while you were doing your eyeshadow. That's also why I like doing my eye makeup first as opposed to most people, just because once you've already put your concealer on, and I know that a lot of professional people like to do the bake and the powders, and I just personally don't see the point in contouring. I just want to look nice with what I have. I don't feel like I need to put 60 pounds of makeup on. It's another reason why I like the Dream Matte Mousse is it's a very light foundation. It's not heavy, it's not greasy or oily, it's just goes on very nicely, in my opinion. And then I don't have my lashes today. I did not pack them. Oops. So for today, I'm just going to be applying mascara. Next week, I will show you lashes. I can do both glue and magnetic. I have magnetic lashes. I'm going to recommend magnetic lashes to anybody who uses false lashes because it's going to make your life 100 times easier, I promise. And there's really no way to screw them up. whereas the glue gets messy and it sticks and unfortunately can damage your natural lashes, which is what's happened to mine, which is why I wear lashes in the first place, and also why I prefer the magnetic ones. I will be showing those next week. I think I bought a pack of 20, including two of the eyeliner part for like $12 at Walmart. Okay. So now normally I would use my Ultimate Glow Getter. This is from BoxyCharm. So a lot of my makeup recently has come from either BoxyCharm that I've recently signed up for myself. It's only $25 a month, or from my sisters giving them to me for Christmas out of their BoxyCharms that they didn't like. So instead, I'm actually going to show you. I also have this. It's from the Color Workshop. Those are those like $20 makeup kits that you buy at Walmart, especially during the holidays. So while normally I have lately been doing a little bit of blush, so what I'll do is I'm going to use this color, kind of a nudish color, and we're just going to use our makeup brush with it. And this will, you want to follow from where your hairline stops here in a sweeping motion towards the corner of your mouth. And then we'll just kind of brush it with our hands. It looks more like a contour than I wanted. I don't usually use this. And then here we'll see we have our pink. So this is more the blush. I don't contour. I do like a little bit of bronzer though, and I think that's what the Glow Getter offers, more of a bronzed look. And we'll follow that same line with our pink and attempt to blend it. But this is makeup on a budget, so I'm showing you how you can use everyday your eyeshadows and those kinds of things to create the same look, essentially. I do have my Rimmel London Stay Matte powder that I like to put over my concealer. And you don't have to, these are just the products I personally use. You don't have to, Michael's trying to crawl under me right now. He doesn't want to be seen. You don't have to use the same brands that I do. That's not what this is about. This is just, I'm showing you what I've used and to help me make a look that I like. So just gonna take the powder and just gently blend it over. You'll use it to help blend the blush that you've applied. Helps create a smoother look. I do like the way it goes over the foundation. I do like that it just kind of smooths everything out, gives it a little bit more definition and color, in my opinion. And then we are going to, so back to our little illuminate from the color. You're gonna want to use this color right here. And I usually just kind of do a couple quick dip and sweeps, and you're just gonna apply it right on the cheek line. So this is your cheekbone, the more like the cheekbone here. Because if you apply it here, this will just kind of create this is your shimmer, your highlight, your, just creates a nice little look. And then just a little bit on the nose, just the tip of the nose. I don't know why I like it so much. I do. I wasn't normally a big fan of it. My opinion, this is important, is when you do your makeup, a lot of times your eyebrows tend to kind of end up fading out. I like to just go in with a brown eye pencil. If you don't have a brown eye pencil, you can take an angled brush and eyeshadow, and I just like to darken them a little bit, fill them in. This is not something that I do professionally either. This is not like, oh, Kylie Jenner fills in her eyebrows. No, this is, I realized a long time ago that a part of me doing my makeup was that my eyebrows would always look like they disappeared. I also had that kind of weird phase for a while as a child where, and I don't know why nobody told me it looked so horrible, where I decided that I wanted to have pencil thin eyebrows that were almost non-existent, and nobody told me about that. And I realized how horrible it looked, and so when I do my makeup now, I like to let you know I have eyebrows. I do have eyebrows. They're just a little overpowered at the moment. So that really is basically it for my makeup. I do my lips. I have a couple different, this one's Milani Ola Neon. Their colors stay. They're the liquid matte colors stay. I do have some glosses. I'm not a huge fan of glosses, but another trick that I have learned is if you don't have the lip color you want, if you don't have lip colors at all really, you can take any basic chapstick. It's just a basic tinted lip balm, and using a, I'm not sure where the brush that I would normally use for this went. That's okay. You can use an angled brush too, just something that looks like this. You can actually pick any color from your palette. We did go with a lot of nudes today, so I'm gonna go with a nude color, and you can actually just apply that right over the top of that lip balm. And you can create a custom shade for whatever look you've done that day. Now, normally I would go either more of a pink color or a little more dramatic. This is a very toned down look for me. But this is actually something I would probably do for a job interview or something along the lines of professionalism where I need to look nice for the first time, and I kind of just want to enhance, the fact that I have eyes, big eyes. Like I said, I will get into some colors next week. Otherwise, for now, this is kind of just my basic makeup tips. I can't even talk right. Makeup for Dummies, and I hope nobody takes offense to the name. This is not, I'm not assuming anybody that chooses to watch my channel is stupid, so much as it is that I liked the books. They used to have the books, Electricians for Dummies, Computers for Dummies. So I was like, oh, Makeup for Dummies. It's just a play on the words. It's just a joke on the book. I don't think anybody's stupid. I think anybody can do makeup and can do it well if they have somebody they can relate to help them do it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will get better at editing and lighting, I promise. And I will see you all next week. Thanks.